keeping with the theme of principles of influence this week, I'm going to give you 2 today because there's 6 of them and I only have 5 days to give it to you. So the first one is liking and the second one is authority. Now with liking, obviously if you like someone, you're more likely to cooperate with them or let them lead you or maybe buy something from them. And we tend to like people that are either like us or how we would like to be. So it's important to be wary of when someone is maybe falsely portraying themselves as like you, or maybe they're driving a really fancy car that they rented to try to influence you because you're like, oh man, I would like to have that car. So these are just some basic ways that people conspire to influence us, perhaps in the wrong ways. Now, with authority, we tend to rightfully so respect authority, and we should. Because if you want to learn how to do something, for instance, like with myself, if you want to learn how to box, it'd be a good idea to listen to me because I know what I'm talking about. If I want to learn how to fix computers, I'm going to go to an authority to learn how to do it. But just like with all these principles, they have good use, but they can also be used against us. There was an amazing experiment called the Milgram experiment, and this is where they had test subjects administer an electric shock to individuals when they got an answer to a question wrong. And the fake expert doctor that was supposedly leading the experiment, and by the way, the shocks weren't real, it was all actors and everything else, but the individuals that were administering the shock did not realize the whole study was just an act put on. And they actually, 65% of these individuals in this study would take the doctor's orders to administer a shock level that would actually kill somebody. 65% of these individuals. Now, I know what you must be saying. Well, they must have gotten some really crazy people. These were completely average people. They had mental tests done on them, and they came out as just about average. Randomly selected groups, nothing out of the ordinary. But because of the authority figure ordering them to do something, they did it. 65% of mentally healthy people. So it's a real good illustration of how important it is to be wary of when someone tells us to do something. We must, at some point along the road, make a point to question. And be wary of the principle of influence of liking. Companies that are pyramid schemes that get people to get their friends to buy in and then get their friends to buy in, use the principle of liking to sell products that are not high quality products that really increase the value of other people's lives.